Hello and welcome to this video. I'm Dr. Fred Sutton. In this video I'll be covering a problem from Chapter 9 in the Accounting for Managers class. If you want to open your books, we're going to turn to page 379 and we're going to work on problem 9-86. In this problem here, we're going to be talking about profit sharing. I'm going to go ahead and read through the problem with you. As you can see, I've kind of just given an outline of what we'll be covering here. There is a C and a D problem as a part of this, but I'm going to discuss those near the end of the problem. All right, so on page 379, 9-86, profit sharing. This medical device company makes devices and equipment that it sells to hospitals. The organization has a profit sharing plan that is worded as follows. So please listen carefully to this. The company will make available a profit sharing pool that will be the lower. Remember the word lower. That's very, very important to this problem here, especially the first part we're going to talk about, of the following two items. So the lower of the following two items. 40% of the income before taxes in excess of the target profit level, which is 18% of net assets, or $7 million. So remember, lower of those two. The individual employee is paid a share of the profit sharing pool equal to the ratio of the employee's salary to the total salaries paid to all employees. So remember that as we're figuring out, which is the B part of the problem, we'll be figuring out the percentage that that person would get of the bonus. All right, so let's look at the F question first. If the company earns $45 million of earnings before taxes and had net assets of $100 million, what would be the available for distribution from the profit sharing pool? All right, so we need to figure out what we have there. It did say we had $45 million, right? So we are going to take that $45 million. All right, and then remember it said there that we would take away the net assets. And they gave us a percentage there of 18%. It gave us the net assets as a part of this was $100 million. We'll take away the 18% there of that, and then we will multiply that by the 40%. Now that 40% comes from the beginning of the problem when it says number 1, says 40% of the income before taxes is in excess of the target profit level. All right, so let's figure out what this is going to be here. So we have 45 million minus 18 million. And then we'll multiply that times 40%. And that looks like it's 27 million. And we'll multiply that by 40%. And that should come out to be $10.8 million. So $10.8 million is what we have, we've come up with there. Now, remember I said that we're going to take the lower of the results we got, or $7 million. Well, the profit sharing pool then would be, it would be the $7 million because that is the lower of the two. So $7 million is what we will have for that profit sharing pool. All right, so that's the A part of the problem. We needed to figure out what that pool was going to be. This is too high, so we have to take the lower of these two, and $7 million is lower. All right, so let's take a look at B. So suppose that Marge Watson's salary was $68,000 and the total salaries paid in the company were $25 million. What would Marge's profit share be? Okay, so what we're going to need to do is we have the pool here, so let me pull that down here. So we have the $7 million, because that's what we're going to be able to pay out. Now we figured out that she makes $68,000. We will divide that by the total company salaries that have been paid, which is $25 million. By doing this, we'll get the value, the percentage of what hers is compared to the rest of the company. Therefore, then we'll be able, the number to be able to multiply it against the $7 million and get her bonus that she would receive. So by doing that, I got doing this here. I came up with 0.00272. I multiply that by the 7 million, and I come up with 19,040. That would be Marge's bonus. She would get $19,040, not bad. Nice little bonus there. So she gets that at the end of the year for making as part of the profit sharing pool. All right, so that is B. Let's take a look at C. What do you like about the profit sharing plan? One of the great things about profit sharing plans is that it provides an incentive for the employees to do well. If they do well, the company does well, and then they will share some of that profits with them. So that's a nice thing that that some companies provide as a part of that. If I look at D, what do you dislike about the profit sharing plan? This one specifically, one of the things is once you meet a certain threshold, you get paid out that amount. If you exceed that, there is no continued incentive as a part of that. Additionally, so therefore, if you meet that portion, you may not at that point continue to push and do even better. That's some of the issues that could happen with this type of profit sharing plan. Second thing is that it is a little low. So, some companies actually have over 50% that pay as a part of that. 40 is a little low on the lower side, but not bad. But some can be a little bit higher than that, so 50. And one of the last things I do want to say on this is, let's take Marge for example here. She got paid a good chunk of money here as a part of that profit sharing plan. One of the things that can happen though is that if everybody gets the same amount in the percentage of the total amount that they make as part of, as the profit sharing goes. But what happens when you have, maybe Marge is a low performer and she doesn't do very well, but there's so many other people in the company that are doing very well. She's not able to meet her goals and her objectives, but a lot of other people are. So she's still getting that bonus while she is not performing in the way that she needs to be. And so that kind of hurts those that are really performing very well, and it provides for those that are not doing very well. So that can be sometimes an issue as a part of that. So those are some things that some companies will do, is tie it to their performance of their goals, that they meet their goals, their individual goals, they may get certain amounts and it may be tied in that way. So that's some of the ways that companies do that. I'm Dr. Fred Sutton, and this is a problem from Chapter 9. Please let me know if you have any questions. Thank you and good luck.